So when planning your landscape design, the number one thing is to use the natural features of the house and bring those out with the plants you choose. So with this orange siding, we decided to use blues and oranges of evergreen varieties, which will keep their color all year. And for this tight space here, we decided on a nice hydrangea limelight tree, which is very low impact and will stay about that size for its entire life cycle. To get curb appeal, obviously you want color and contrast. So here we decided on two varieties of sedum with a border of liriope that will eventually hedge up and eventually focus in on the sedum, which will speak for itself. And moving forward, we have two weeping white spruce, which are going to grow very tall, very dense. So you have two poles on each side of you, as well as these nice soft touch blue fescue, which almost add a bit of a comfortable feeling from your viewpoint as you enter the house, as well as some sedum for color. So when planning your project, you have to think what colors are going to complement this house well. So immediately we're thinking blues, you're thinking subtle greens, you're not necessarily thinking oranges because there's not many orange options out there. But the Arborvitae Fire Chief, when exposed to sun, gets a really nice orange tint to it. So not only are we using the lime green that works well with the orange siding, but we're getting a little re-emphasis of the orange tips against the siding at the same time. So an extremely hot month, the shrub's going to be completely orange. You won't see much green. Right now, because it just came out of the nursery, it has some nice subtle lime green colors to it. Now additionally, the main goal with this project was to put some blues in the landscape because blue and orange go very well together. So we decided on the Blue Star Juniper. And both of these varieties are going to stay looking like this all year. So you as an owner are not going to have a bare landscape throughout the winter, which is a significant consideration if you do experience a winter, because you could put a beautiful landscape together that's only beautiful for 6-8 months out of the year. To complement these nice evergreens, we put a Japanese maple of Pixie variety, which is a slower grower. It doesn't grow quite as aggressively as the bloodgood, so it's not going to encroach on this gutter up here. Could maybe use some pruning, but this, when it gets more developed, is going to provide some dense purple color. And by itself, it's somewhat basic, so we lined it with some Liriope Big Blue, which gets a nice purple flower, but mainly gives some contrast and contour to the turn of this bed from the perspective of the sidewalk and the roadway. That concludes this landscape design project. If you'd like to see a list of plants that were used throughout the process, you can find that as well as a complete before and after transition from start to finish in the description below. Thanks for watching.